Hey guys, it's SimQueen, and today I'm creating some more townies and building a trailer for Oasis Springs. I'm kind of turning one area of Oasis Springs into kind of like a trailer park type thing. I do have 3 trailers in there so far, only one of which has a speed build because I lost the footage for the other one. But this is the Webster family, which consists of a mom, a dad, 4 kids, and their dog. I was only able to actually create 3 kids because the 4th one is a baby. So I actually got the mom of the family to have another baby off camera because you can't create them in Create a Sim. So this is Clyde Webster. He's family oriented, he's a glutton, and he's a goofball. He works in the culinary career. He's not very high up. His family doesn't have a ton of money, but they're still a very happy family. Both Clyde and his wife Amanda are very focused on their family and spending time with their kids. And the fact that they don't have much money is kind of the least of their problems. They don't really worry about it that much. I was playing around with the idea of giving him like a bowler shirt, but I decided to just go with the plaid type shirt that he had on before. Just kind of going through and giving him all his outfits. And I think that's pretty much it for Clyde. I always go pretty quickly through these Create a Sims because I don't find it super interesting to spend too much time with them. You kind of get the gist of it just by watching it kind of quickly and getting a brief summary. So this is Amanda Webster. She is family oriented, clumsy, and what was the last trait I gave her? Outgoing, and she has the big happy family aspirations. So both Amanda and Clyde are very focused on their families with their aspirations. It's like their number one priority. So Amanda, I didn't do too much with her. I don't see her being too interested in makeup. She kind of just throws on whatever. She doesn't concern herself too much with what's trendy or what is like fashionable. She kind of just wears whatever she wants. I gave her like a hoodie and some shorts, which I actually think looks really good on her and it really suits her. And then for all her other outfits, I tried to keep it fairly casual, maybe even a little bit unfashionable. Like I feel like Amanda doesn't really care about that kind of thing. She doesn't know or care what's fashionable or what looks good on her, so she just kind of picked some very random things. Some of her outfits I think worked pretty good, but a lot of them are just kind of thrown together. And you can just tell that it's just not a major concern for her. So as for this family, Amanda is a stay-at-home mom. She takes care of their 4 kids at home, and so Clyde's income is all they have, which isn't very much. Their house is worth, I think it was $43,000 fully furnished, which is kind of a lot, but I did clutter it up quite a bit as well. So I mean, they have worked their way up quite a bit, but in terms of money, they don't have a ton of it. But their house is worth quite a bit, but obviously they need it. It only has 2 bedrooms, so there's 2 boys and 2 girls. I put them each in, I guess the girls have a room and then the boys have a room. And so this is pretty much it for Amanda. Now we're going on to the kids. So this is Kyle Webster. He's the eldest of the 3 kids, and he is creative. And I always speed through the kids really fast because I tend to pick their outfits pretty quickly. I don't spend too much time with them. So that is pretty much it for Kyle. And then the next one is, what did I name her? Allie, I think. Allie Webster. And she's also a child. I picture her maybe being like the 2nd oldest. I'm just kind of doing them in order. I was gonna say, I hope I changed her purple eyes. So I gave her like little space buns because I thought they were really cute. I do end up changing the shirt that she originally had. I do go back and change it to something else. I like that outfit with the plaid skirt, so I did keep that. Little watermelon shirt for her summertime outfit. And then now I'm just gonna go back and change her shirt to something else, which I thought just suited her personality a little more. And then now this is Ryan Webster. He's a toddler. He is the 2nd youngest because they also have a baby named Levi as well. So if you download the save file, there will be a baby as well in this family, just not right now in Create a Sim. I kind of wish you could add babies, like not create them, but just add them. And so now we're going on to their dog Buster. He's a bloodhound. I gave him, I think, the sleuth trait, and then friendly and outgoing or something like that. So that is pretty much it for the Webster family. Just had to go in and choose their aspirations. And now we are on to their house. So I chose a bit of a smaller lot for them, which is kind of hard to cramp everything onto this tiny little lot because it is just like a single wide trailer. It's not very wide at all. I kind of struggle with the floor plan quite a bit. I don't remember if I actually include the floor plan in this video or not. I edited it quite a while ago. I'm just doing the voiceover now. But the floor plan may have taken a while because I just felt so limited in terms of where things could go. I wanted to use the back of the trailer for all the bedrooms and the kitchen and living room at the front of the trailer, which did work out, but it's a very small area. You can even tell just by looking at it that there's not a ton of room to work with. I did want to make it a little bit wider, but then the window wasn't going to be centered. And for some reason, that was my priority. I did not want that window to be off. So now I'm just playing around, seeing how much space I have in terms of putting that bed in, because I wanted the master bedroom to have a double bed, obviously. So I had to make sure that there was enough room for that. The bed does function as well. I think it's pretty small. It's pretty cramped in there, but I did manage to put 2 side tables in there. So the outside, it's not a rundown trailer like the last speed build I did. This one, I mean, they've taken care of it. They've done everything they can to make it look nice. And it's actually kind of a cute trailer as well. I really like it. And I think it'd be fun to play in as well. It's a little cramped in there though. I was going in to take the screenshots and I kind of felt like it was just too cramped almost, but I had to play around a lot and decide where I wanted things to go. The kitchen and living room, I was just so undecided on where I wanted those things to go. If this trailer was just 1 unit wider, I think that it would have worked a lot better. But for some reason, I was all about that window at the front. I wanted it to be dead center. It was so important to me. So I feel like I sacrificed a lot for that. So I used a lot of the parenthood stuff as well because I think it kind of suited the theme I was going for on this trailer. They do have a dining room table, but I think I only was able to fit 3 chairs around it because I do end up putting it in the same room as the kitchen. So I doubt they would use their dining room table very much. I mean, there's 6 Sims living in this house and their dining room table only has 3 chairs. So I feel like they wouldn't use it that much. I think I actually ended up putting some clutter on top of it anyway, just to kind of show that they don't normally use their table all that much. Maybe they would if they could all fit around it. I kind of felt bad for not really filling the house up with everything they needed, but I don't know. Yeah, when you have this much space, you definitely have to make some sacrifices. So I did include like a little bread box, and I put one of those decorative plates with the handprint, like a lot of kids stuff because I thought that would look cute. I did put a lot of toys throughout the house as well. It definitely looks like a family home. There's like a fruit bowl and a pile of cookbooks on the table as well. It's quite cluttered, but everything works. Like I tested everything and it seemed all, oh wait, no, I did not test the kitchen. No, sorry, I lied. I have not tested the kitchen. It's pretty small, but I think your Sim should be able to fit around that chair back there. This house is on the gallery. It's SimQueen 1992. This is the 3rd trailer that I've done for Oasis Springs. I think I'm gonna end up doing one more and then renovating Johnny Zest's trailer, which I've kind of been putting off to the last minute because I am debating just building my own trailer there, but the trailers are really fun to make and the Sims that live in them are fun to make as well. It's kind of fun to explore different characters. So now I'm just in the living room trying to pick out a couch because there's only room for a love seat. There isn't even enough room for a love seat and a separate chair. So I feel like the living room is just so small. I did get in a little TV and I think I put a whole bunch of like toys underneath that table and now just cluttering some like paintings over top of the TV there. The living room is probably my least favorite room just because it's so small. If it was a little bit wider and you could fit another chair in, I think that would be so much better. But the whole idea was for this family is that they're living in a really tiny house and there's 6 of them. So I feel like the tiny house aspect was definitely captured in this. I did want to have a shelf at the front door because I feel like it'd be a good place for all the kids to like put their backpacks and their homework. So I put like the basketball there. There's some books. I think I ended up putting a little backpack there. And then I put a long mirror on that wall there just because I thought it would kind of open up the space a bit. They say that a mirror kind of opens space. So I tried that. I don't know if it really worked that well. I think in the screenshots it looks pretty good, but when you're in gameplay it does look a little cluttered. But this house is just so cluttered and cramped. That's kind of the point. I think I put a little table in the middle here. Just tried so hard to make it look like a good living room. And then I think we're on into the master bedroom. So this is Clyde and Amanda's room. I don't normally do this where I kind of, I guess, cram like 2 side tables next to the beds like I did in this one. Usually I just leave it open, but the room seemed pretty empty without it. So I did add some side tables. They've got a little TV in their room and a fan because I feel like it's Oasis Springs. It gets hot, so they have a fan in their room. and to put some stuff on the walls as well. I thought that little like mailbox would be kind of cute to put up like for their bills, and the bulletin board as well, because I feel like they would have a lot of activities planned. And then I just put a couple of lamps there and just a little cushiony thing at the end of their bed just to kind of fill it up a little bit. And then I was playing with different wallpapers, and I think I ended up picking this one and sticking with it. And then for the bathroom, player tested that as well because it does look cramped, but my Sims were able to use everything just fine. So the toilet and sink are pretty squished together, but I think it worked out pretty well. I put a few clutter items in there. I put some like bath toy type things just outside of the tub there, and a towel rack. And then I think the next room I do is the girls' room. So I actually screwed this up a little bit. What I meant to do was have the toddler be a girl, and I may have messed that up a little bit, so that's okay. I am going to change it though, so when you download it, that toddler bed will be meant for a boy. And what else did I do in here? Lots of toys, lots of clutter as well, and I did put like a few of the decals on the walls. And then the boys' room is so tiny. I kind of felt bad that it was so small. But it still functions, it still works. I did put the bassinet in this room because there was no room in the parents' bedroom for it, which I feel like I should have just put it in there to make more room for other kids' stuff, but this room is just so tiny, and there's like nothing along that wall there because nothing would fit because the door is right there. So that is definitely a really cramped space, but again, everything does work. And I think that is pretty much it for, I'm doing the hallway now, and then I did add a washer and dryer because there was room for it, and I just kind of wanted to fill that space. I put a washer, but then I put a clothesline outside, so they can dry their clothes outside. And then just a wall shelf there, and I think that's pretty much it for the inside. Now we're doing the outside, which I think turned out pretty cute. I did fill it up with a lot of stuff to do outside. They have like their kiddie pool and like a swing set and lots of kid stuff. I did put a barbecue outside as well, and a few plants. And I think it turned out pretty good. Like the outside is definitely my favorite. I like the look of the outside better than the inside of the trailer. Just because when you go inside it's a little overwhelming with how small it is, but the outside I think is quite realistic. So there's a clothesline there. I put a kiddie pool in almost all the builds in Oasis Springs, so I feel like it's hot and people would definitely want to be using that a lot. I did put a cooler as well, and a slide, and the swing set, and I think I even put the monkey bars. I can't remember. Yeah, it's such a small space, but I decided that they would definitely want to use their yard to kind of put stuff out there for their kids so they can play outside. They don't have a computer or video games or anything like that, so they definitely would spend a lot of time playing outside. And now just filling it up with some flowers and bushes, and added some trees as well. And that is pretty much it for this speed build. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for watching.